Good day, folks. Everything new under the sun. I think I understand what's going on with my audio. Hopefully, it's better now. I think I was getting too close to my microphone, and then it was having troubles with OBS. So, anyways, this is a zero hedge, and I suggest to you that this is what your location, what everywhere around the earth will be like after Mad Max, and it will be worse than this, or actually during Mad Max rather. When the police aren't there anymore, when disaster strikes, there is no authority. You become your own authority. Armed LA residents patrol neighborhoods in violation of evacuation orders. If these people weren't armed, they would have no way to defend themselves against looters. Looters are criminals. Looters will likely have weapons on them, firearms of some sort, and you're probably not gonna fare well against these guys who don't care. They obviously don't care because they're going in there illegally and stealing things. So they're gonna have firearms, and they will likely run over you and kill you if they can. And it says, with police forces overwhelmed by an enormous scope of devastation in Los Angeles, residents are starting to take matters into their own hands, defying mandatory evacuation orders to instead guard their homes and their neighbors' property with firearms. Property isn't only being destroyed, it's also being stolen by brazen looters. I bring this up, and I've said it in the past, that Mad Max is coming. When World War III starts, there's not enough policemen. Right now, everything is awesome. Right now, sure, you don't need a firearm right now. But when civil order decays into disorder, the police won't be around. There won't be enough police. That's when you're going to have to defend yourself. This is why all citizens now, when everything's quote-unquote peaceful and easy, what are they doing? They're voting for the removal of firearms. When things go crazy, they're going to quickly understand that, oops, maybe I did need a way to defend myself. And Bible prophecy says the exact same about the last days. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Well, what does that mean? Why? For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, they're violent, despisers of them that are good, they hate the Christians, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. And even there's another verse where it says, there's going to be increased violence in the last days. And this is what's happening in the last days, the perilous times, when there is no one to defend you. In peaceful times, sure, vote for our firearms to be taken away. Vote for our self-defense abilities and room to self-defend. Vote for that to be removed because everything is awesome and the government is and doing everything for you and keeping you safe. When the government falls down, whether it be during World War III or a natural disaster, like they're finding out in LA, there are no rules, and there will be no police around to defend you. And so look a little bit into the future, folks. And I'm preaching to an audience, I understand, that recognizes this, but it's the rest of the people, the so-called lefties of the world, who in North America at least, and actually in UK, everywhere else, are voting for the removal of firearms because they don't think that anything will ever change. It's what evolution taught us, uniformitarianism. What has been, has always been, and will always be. So this nice, easy life that we're living right now will always be this way. But people who read their Bible will know and understand catastrophism, that there have been catastrophes in the past. This time we're living through is short and will be short-lived, this time of peace and prosperity. And there will be more catastrophes coming. And Bible prophecy even describes the perilous times and the things that are happening that will be happening in the last days. And not only that, but the government, the world leaders who will remove all our rights and freedoms in the last days. And it's going to be very hard. And who are the government's going to go to? They're going to go after the Christians and the Jews, because they will be telling people that there is another narrative, and that being the truth of the Bible. And they don't want the other narrative. They don't want people to know the truth, that there will be violence, that there will be a loss of freedoms in the last days. They don't want people to know the truth, and that's why they're coming after the Christians, people of the book. So I can only suggest to you that you need to understand and be ready to defend, whether that means a baseball bat or whatever else you think, to defend yourself in your own home. This is playing out, end-time Bible prophecy, in a way, in a microcosm, is playing out in LA right now, as homeowners having to defend themselves with whatever they have. And you don't know what the criminals are going to come with. Are they going to come with mace? Are they going to come with a baseball bat? Are they going to come just throwing punches? Or are they going to come with firearms or other sorts of weapons? You have no idea. And this is why you need to be ready for whatever they're coming at you with. And so far in Canada, self-defense is still a thing. And it's still somewhat protected in Canadian law. Somewhat protected, I say, because it has to be proportional. So you need to look at someone who's coming at you, and you need to be proportional. So if they're coming at you with fists, you need to drop your other self-defense objects and come at them with fists. Otherwise, you're going to be going to jail. The laws are pretty crazy, admittedly so. But end-time Bible prophecy describes this is happening. So I'll leave there, guys. Be prepared. That's all I can say.